What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be learning all about adding a solar electric system to your house. Alright, welcome back to my channel. My goal in this video is to provide you with unbiased information about adding solar to your home and offer you 10 considerations before choosing an installer. This is part 2 of a 3-part series on home energy and solar. If any of this interests you, I invite you to subscribe to my channel so you're notified of part 3 and future updates. A year and a half ago, my wife and I decided to go solar. There was a lot of news with our power company PG&E starting forest fires in California and thus raising the prices to cover the lawsuits and bankruptcy. Our bill was running high and I figured it was time to free ourselves from PG&E as much as possible and also to insulate ourselves from future price increases that we know are inevitable. I filled out a website looking for quotes and was flooded with installers. It kind of felt like you're walking into a car dealership and you're just being bombarded. I'm a very data-driven person, so to me it's all about the numbers. It really needs to work on paper and it also needs to look good on the house. More about that in the next video. So where do you start? Well, here's 10 items that I really think you should consider before going solar and also before choosing an installer. Number 1 is your site survey. How does your roof look for solar? Does it have a clear view of the sun? Does it face mostly south? And are there tree and chimney shadows throughout the summer and winter? You're going to be producing most of your power through the summer, so don't fret too much if there's winter shadows. And then you got to consider, is your roof large enough to handle the amount of panels that you need? I was told that 23 would fit no problem, but we actually didn't solve this until right before the install, and it actually did affect where we put them, and it affects some of my output. It could have been better, so do your own diligence on where these may lay on your roof before you just trust the installers. All right, power bill. What is your power bill, and how many kilowatts per hour do you use per month on average? You should get an idea of this. And also, do you live in an area of high power costs like California or cheap power like Washington? Pull a few bills throughout the year and total up your kilowatt usage and get an average and find out the total cost for the year. If your power is cheap, solar may not make sense financially, so more on that later. Energy efficiency first. Have you made your house as energy efficient as possible already? And why does this matter? This matters so you don't have to buy as large of a solar system, which in the end will save you money, and also so that you remain within the solar production numbers, unlike us who went way over during COVID-19 since we were home so much. All right, proposals. Call a bunch of solar companies and have them run proposals for your house. Get people like Tesla, Solar City, but then also a lot of local smaller companies and roofing companies that also do solar. You want to make sure that they're all using the same data, and you want to tell them what parameters to run, because if Tesla runs it for an 8 kilovolt system or kilowatt system and someone else runs it for a 7, the numbers are just not going to jive and it's going to get lost in confusion. So you should tell them, hey, I want your price on a 7 kilowatt system, and we on average use 10,900 kilowatts a year. And that way, when they generate their proposal for you, you can compare and contrast and really see what the pricing value is with one company versus another. Tax rebates and incentives. Check for them. In 2019, when we installed ours, there was a 30% federal tax credit. In 2020, that dropped to 26%, and this year it's down to 22%. But that's important because you will get that amount of credit back on your taxes when you file. So if your solar system costs $27,000, you'll get 30% credit, which will bring the actual solar price down to $19,000. You also may be able to get small state incentives, so check there as well. Financing. Try not to finance, but if you have to, there will be extra fees, and that will lengthen the break-even point. So keep those in mind. And don't rent panels because you're going to get locked in and you'll actually have to pay to remove those panels or break contract early if you have to sell your house. So avoid at all cost. Break even. Calculate your return on investment or your break-even point. And this can quickly get overwhelming. So there's many factors that are going to affect this. Things like the power company's price increasing over time. There's panel degradation of about 0.5% every year that they will be less efficient. So instead of getting stuck on all those numbers, round your numbers and keep it easy because it's going to be impossible to ever really get a perfect number. Our system ended up costing us about $19,000 after tax credit, and we use on average 10,900 kilowatt hours of power in a year, and our power is very expensive at 30 cents per kilowatt hour, and that will fluctuate, depends on time of day. But that means it's going to take us 5.81 years to break even, and that's a pretty long time. But I bet you can beat those numbers by at least a year or two right now because the price of solar is constantly dropping. And for us, we went over our solar production in 2020 due to COVID. We were home all the time. We had a new baby. There was a really hot summer. Our solar ended up making 12,790 kilowatt hours at about 30 cents average. So it made about $3,837 in power. We actually had to purchase another 3,443 kilowatt hours from the power company. That cost us about $1,000. And that also includes the $10 a month to stay connected to the grid. But that means that we'll break even 19,000 divided by 3,837 in about 4.95 years if the price of power never increases, which we know it will. But it also means that we have to pay the power company $5,108 over the next 5 years if we don't get our power use back down to the average if we keep working from home. If we keep working from home, then it's going to lengthen it up to about 6.77 years to break even, but hopefully that won't be the case. But the key here is to keep the math simple and don't get stuck on the time of use numbers and seasonal changes. Pick a price per kilowatt and go with the average, and you'll be a lot happier than being stuck on a bunch of math. Warranty. Solar components are complex and things do fail. Inverters on the wall in the garage or outside are your weak points. I'm being told that they last about 10 years, or that's the common failure point, is around 10 years. And when that system goes out in the peak of summer, it can really hit your production goals. And a good company will have a warranty that will guarantee the production for the entire year. And if you don't reach that, they'll pay you back. But don't take their word for it on the phone. Make sure you get that in writing in the contract. And another good company will warranty your panels and the inverter for 25 years. So you're looking for an industry standard of about 25-year warranty on your components. Companies that don't have that guarantee, they may drag their feet to come fix your solar system. And if that takes 2-3 weeks, that's going to cost you a lot of money in the middle of summer. Now, keep in mind the warranty that someone promises you is only as good as the installation company. If that company goes out of business, then you will completely lose your warranty. The panels like LG, they may have a warranty of 25 years. That's the manufacturer, but you're going to have to pay another install company to climb up on your roof and swap out that panel. LG is not going to pay for that. So if solar doesn't make sense for you financially, you should really decide if it's right for you. Otherwise, you're introducing another complex system on your house that you may need to fix one day and could end up costing you a lot of money if you don't have a good warranty system. Home value. Adding solar does not increase your home value significantly. You probably won't get your money back in your investment if you sell your house before your break-even point. And it may help sell your house a little faster, is what the realtors have told me. But every year the price of solar equipment is falling. So if you paid $20,000 for a system, in 5 years maybe you could buy the same thing for $15,000. But then again, the federal rebates start to go away as well. So it's ups and downs, but I don't think the next homeowner is going to pay extra for your house because it has solar. Sales tactics. Be highly skeptical of every solar salesperson. There's some really good, truthful ones, but there's also flat out scammers in the solar industry. So don't always trust their numbers, ask a lot of questions, and get everything in writing. And do your own analysis and calculations if you're comfortable with doing that. You can ask some questions in the comments below and we can help you out. Read the Yelp reviews on the company, check their state business license and website, and confirm that they actually have a license for solar installation and not just roofing or something different, and make sure that they're in good standing with the state. In the next video, we're going to dive even deeper into the real-world results of a electric solar system, and that's been on a roof for over a year. So we're going to look at how the installation went, how long it took to reach permission to operate from the power company, that's when they say okay to turn it on, and why we chose the particular company that we did, which was not Tesla. Well, that's a wrap for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found some value. If you did, please give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you in part 3, where we explore that real-world performance of solar after 1 year. Take care.